in almost every championship team in recent history, their best players and most important contributors are pretty much always players in their primes, or older, more experienced players that are used to both the mental and physical aspects of the game. Rookies primarily tend to be streaky players who may show off some very promising glimpses of hope in the future, but they also struggle at times as well because of how steep of a learning curve it is from college ball to the pros. With that being said, though, the leap players make from year 1 to year 2 in the NBA can shape the future of a player's career, because growth and improvement is expected across the board in that span now that they have a year under their belt and know the proper ways to train for an 82-game season against this level of competition. And this brings us to the topic of today's video. Today we'll be discussing one player in particular going into his second season next year that I believe will have a major breakout season, being Coby White of the Chicago Bulls. Because of the Bulls not being invited to the bubble, it's been quite a while since we've seen him on a court live on television, so I feel like he's begun to fly way under the radar. But in this video, I'll give you all a refresher on how his rookie season went, the reasons I have for why I'm as high on him as I am, and what will contribute to him having a big season next year. Before we start though, it turns out that about 82% of you that watch the videos are not even subscribed. So please, if you enjoy the content here on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button, as it not only helps out the channel a ton, but I would also very much appreciate it. Now with that being said, let's begin. When Coby White ended off of one season at North Carolina in college, there was a lot to be excited about regarding him as a point guard in the NBA, especially because of how his play style fits in perfectly to the way guards operate in the NBA now. He has terrific size at 6'5". He was a phenomenal shot creator off the dribble at UNC, his shooting ability was NBA ready, and he was even a good playmaker that ranked in the 97th percentile as a pick-and-roll passer. That one season he averaged 16.1 points and 4.1 assists per game, which is very solid production for a freshman playing at a big program like that. And throughout the year, his shooting was always his
join the party.
One of the most important things needed in scorers and shooters is confidence.
Yo, why you look on us, bro?
In a moment's notice, he could
join the party.
absolutely take
We're fucked up, bro.
once he gets going, which is a characteristic
Damn, we got
scoring guards at the next level. And even when he spots up, he made a ridiculous
An elite 1 too.
% of his shots off the catch as well, demonstrating his impact
fucking
both on and off the ball. For me, a good player comparison to the way he played would be Jamal Murray.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, we're
I think
fucked.
that's pretty spot on. And funnily enough, Coby, like Jamal, got drafted 7th overall in the draft by the Chicago Bulls.
Please don't make me go.
Coming into the Bulls was a pretty good situation for him, especially because of one of their biggest needs being the point guard position, but where it wasn't.
Damn, bro, that nigga's huge. Fucking big ass mouse.
As most NBA fans,
It's a bear, nigga. That's a bear.
That's the stupidest shit I heard all game.
Bro, that nigga just like, great, we need a poo, bro.
There were several things that made it clear that he had to go. Outside of having a rocky relationship with some of his peers, and it being very known that they weren't the biggest fans of the way
Come on, Green Dad.
he also grossly mismanaged a lot of the young talent. And
What's up?
Coby White was someone that definitely was held back from this.
I keep thinking that I'm on my fucking slash here.
By saying that rookie point guards almost always struggle out of the gate in the NBA, especially ones who tend to be scorers by nature. So that also did affect White. However, on that topic, you really have to look past all the ups and downs that naturally come from players in that position and focus on whether or
Come on, bro, we're some fucking superstars, bro. Don't try hard that hard.
to make investing in them work.
They're
And Coby
superstars.
White absolutely checked that box. On the year as a whole for his rookie season, White averaged 13.2 points,
What the fuck?
7.7 assists per game,
Yeah, my
I came in.
39% from the field.
In a streak.
Out to anybody.
Never into okay, daddy.
What's
Look
up,
at his
sis?
big ass mouth. Bro, that nigga looks like Greg, we need a poo, bro. Getting big ass. Ah! Hey, watch out, bro. You gonna break the rim, bro.
Yeah, my fault. I thought you could catch anything.
Hey, you gonna break the rim, bro. Don't hang yourself no more.
My fault. I saw that. 'Cause I thought you could cock anything.
Yo.
Hey, you good?
No,
You
I'm lost.
Wesley?
I'm lost. I'm like Finding Dory, bro.
Bro, why are they tryharding so bad on some fucking All Stars?
We're tryharding. It's not even my main build.
Yeah. We're in a 4-game streak and y'all just pull up on us.
Well, your court would have been on fire.
Badass center, bro.
Nigga, he's a fucking slasher. You can't snag over him?
Nigga, look how big that nigga is, bro.
He got 10 plus defensive badges.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's oh.
Look
It's
at
also
that. Look at his fucking look how huge he is, bro. Fat ass bear.
Sosa, get a board.
He's a fucking legend, nigga.
Okay, I don't mean shit.
Nigga, you got him then.
They got right, they got right, son. Yes, good take.
You want a kiss?
Terrible take.
Hey, if you just let us win, I'll buy each one of y'all a big ass Sprite.
Think I need that?
Hell yeah.
No, oh my god.
Alright.
I mean, I got the best donuts. You want some?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't care.
Green.
Fucking mentiroso, cagado.
Millate.
Choso, cara de mi verga.
Green. Come on. Big ass bear, bro.
I fucking.
Bro, that nigga looks like he's the next mascot of fucking Hot Cheetos, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I dead ass missed that shit.
Don't. Bro, there's a lot of girls out there, bro.
Shit, no, nigga, shut up. I missed
There's
the
a lot of
fucking
photos out there.
Bro, why
How
that
much
nigga
is
fucking... Why y'all gotta fucking pull up on us, bro? We wanted to see fire on the court.
Get that.
Bro, he's a fucking legend.
Hey, watch out, you better watch the fuck out. Oh!
That shit was contact.
So the same pants also.
I'm about to get dunked on, nigga.
Fucking, oh my.
Bitch.
Does it get a board? Thank you.
Graham,
Come on.
¿Qué lo que?
cállate, wey.
Cállate, puto, tú sabes la mierda, gordo.
Damn.
Nigga, he's a legend. I ain't tripping.
What's
Bro,
good,
why,
Super Highlight?
we wanted the court on fire, faggot.
Hey, what highlights you be posting, nigga?
Nah, fuck you, motherfucker.
Shut up, your Mexican ass.
Damn, what's
Shut your Mexican ass up, nigga.
Jamal.
Shut your bean burrito eating ass up, nigga. I choke your ass out with a
fucking-
hard taco shell, nigga. I crack that shit over your head, bitch.
Shut up.
I crack a hard
Nigga,
taco
you ain't
shell
gonna
over your
do
head,
shit, nigga.
bitch.
Shut your ass
Yeah,
up.
shut your ass up, shut your ass up. Shut your Mexican ass up.
Alright.
Worry about Trump, don't worry about me, bro. Worry about Trump. Okay? Worry about Trump, bitch.
Fat head ass motherfucker.
Your name is Ray. Ray Sosa. Mexican ass nigga. Shut your Mexican ass up. George Lopez looking ass nigga. damn it. What's good, Gianni? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, I gotta get that shit back. I gotta get that back. You say you 10%? Liking sub, I might be able to help you later. I'm already squatted right now.
Hello?
Damn it, shot that bitch. Oh shit. What?
Yo.
Yo? Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Damn.
Damn, AI kept me up.
Damn, you running right into me.
That's fucking... Yeah, bitch for that.
Yo, can you fuck off? Mate, fuck off! I said fuck off!
He made that? I should have jumped.
Jack, I hope he comes up and fucking pimp slaps the shit out of you.
He's goddamn clapping the shit out of me!
Man, instead of drop kick you off the fucking court.
No!
Like that.
I'm getting my ass kicked!
Oh my, what's the point?
Oh, that's yourself. Okay, I quit.
That was your fault. You threw it to an AI.
Damn it! It's like room down this game.
Right next to you, you just go throw it to an AI.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck
Okay,
you.
quit. Okay, get that out.
What? No, I can't even see when this man does that because of that fat ass mascot. Fucking. God damn!
Oh shit.
No! Dead!
Wow.
Oh, you died?
Nope.
Yo. Dang! I'm gonna kick down on the stairs.
Man, get off my dick, bro. Let me
And you
dunk on
talk
him.
about me selling.
Shut up. Get another one, okay? We lost anyway, Jaden.
Give me the ball. That's not me, you fat bitch.
Oh, yeah, I passed it to you. Motherfucker.
How? How did you even grab a read?
I don't know. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, I'm so done with this fucking game.
I have no cheese out at this point, Jaden. I can make boys today.
I hate you.
Oh,
I
computer?
hit myself, Jaden.
That's my fault. I try to go for a fucking contact. Damn computer on my dick.
Are you here, Jack? Oh,
Good.
never mind.
No.
It's ball.
Oh, I'm pushing my
ball
own
whenever
now.
I get the ball, bro, and not give you the ball. I'm about to do that because that's what you're doing. Do that every game.
What the
What
fuck?
the? What the? What the hell?
Bro, how? How? How you managed to fuck that up?
I don't know.
Please dunk it. Oh my god, dunk it.
Hey. That's the
How?
way.
Finally, fucking grandson.
Oh, he got a fucking computer on him.
He's gonna go for a contact dunk. Yep.
1 minute.
Fucking get a layup. Bro, the fact that y'all guarded me.
And the fact that he thought I cared, didn't I?
Oh.
What?
That nigga took off on a fucking free throw line. No!
He made that.
Nigga tipped it from his.
What? I'm a fucking.
What the fuck? Oh, no, what am I gonna come back? But don't set me screen, don't set me screen, don't set me screen. No, no, no.
Oh
no,
shit.
no. There you go.
I should dunk
Oh,
that.
Z.
No! I'm not. My fucking want to screen.
GG.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. Alright. The supposed cartel member, Jose Reckless, aka the Mexican Pillsbury Doughboy, has been released from jail on felony charges. And if you never seen a nigga run after being released from jail, old ass bologna, and stale ass honey buns with nasty ass no sugar coffee. This what it looks like. You want to see what I did all day? Now, before Jose Reckless was let go, it was said that he was getting his ass whooped inside the jail, specifically by a rival gang member named Mad Max. NCG Mad Max to be specific. And if you don't know who Mad Max is, that's the Barry Black General.
We're on the stage if we're down. Mario, come over here. Yo, Mario, come to the twos. Yo, come to the twos.
Chain that died about that chain. And we don't give a fuck about him rocking this chain from where he can take as many pictures with this chain. J-Dub was a nigga that took the chain, and J-Dub was a nigga that ended up dead. It was said that J-Dub was sent on a crash mission to go rob some people, but that may not be the case, because Lil CJ Casino said none of these niggas know what the fuck really happened to J-Dub. Only his team know what happened to him. And one more time for y'all who don't know exactly who J-Dub is,
as what a future stud would produce. But now we're going to take a lot deeper of a look into his production and provide some much-needed context. Throughout the entire season, White came off the bench, and Clint and Jim Boylan resulted in his role being mild.
Shut your pussy ass up, nigga. Y'all nigga hoes. Y'all ain't real gang, none of that shit. Hey, listen, man. Real life, though. Now, when these pussy ass 5 niggas know what happened to J-Dub, we don't even want to know what happened to that pussy ass nigga. In real life, they don't know what happened, nigga. Them niggas wasn't sliding, nigga. Wasn't
Big news. In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you the fastest way to become.
feel about this entire situation, man? Shit is really thickening. You know, you got Lil CJ Casino going against Jose Reckless. This shit getting wild.
Curve it is from college ball to the pros. With that being said, though, the leap players make from year 1 to year 2 in the NBA can shape the future of a player's career, because growth and improvement is expected across the board in that span now that they have a year under their belt and know the proper ways to train for an 82-game season against this level of competition. And this brings us to the topic of today's video. Today, we'll be discussing one player in particular going into his second season next year that I believe will have a major breakout season, being Coby White of the Chicago Bulls. Because of the Bulls not being invited to the bubble, it's been quite a while since we've seen him on a court live on television, so I feel like he's begun to fly way under the radar. But in this video, I'll give you all a refreshment on shot creator off the dribble at UNC, his shooting ability was NBA ready, and he was even a good playmaker that ranked in the 97th percentile as a pick-and-roll passer. That one season he averaged 16.1 points and 4.1 assists per game, which is very solid production for a freshman playing at a big program like that. And throughout the year, his shooting was always his best asset. One of the most important things needed in scorers and shooters is confidence, and Coby exuded confidence. In a moment's notice, he could catch fire and absolutely take over a game once he gets going, which is a characteristic of all of the best scoring guards at the next level. And even when he spots up, he made a ridiculous 47.7% of his shots off the catch as well, demonstrating his impact both on and off the ball. For me, a good player comparison for the way he played would be Jamal Murray, and a year later, I still think that's pretty spot on. And funnily enough, Coby, like Jamal, was 7th overall in the draft by the Chicago Bulls. Coming into the Bulls was a pretty good situation for him, especially because of one of their biggest needs being the point guard position. But where it wasn't exactly ideal was who was coaching him. Jim Boylen, as most NBA fans have come to realize now, wasn't exactly the greatest option to have in charge, and a lot of what he did came under heavy criticism. He did get fired at the end of this season, but throughout the year leading up to this point, there were several things that made it clear that he had to go. Outside of having a rocky relationship with some
No, I ain't snatch him out the court. He helped out by himself,
they
bro.
weren't the biggest fans of the way he ran things.
He felt like getting off. I don't know why he got
also
out the court.
mismanaged a lot of the young talent, and Coby White was someone that definitely was held back from this. Before I get into that, though, I do have to preface this by saying that rookie point guards almost always struggle out of the gate in the NBA, especially ones who tend to be scorers by nature, so that also did affect White. However, on that topic, you really have to look past
Yeah, he just felt like getting off.
will naturally come from players in that position and focus on whether or not they show the glimpses of future stardom to make this work. And Coby White absolutely checked that box. On the year as a whole for his rookie season, White averaged 13.2 points and 2.7 assists per game, while shooting 39% from the field and 35% from three.
Ridiculous.
And obviously, none of those numbers really jump out to anybody as what a future stud would produce. But now we're going to take a lot deeper of a look into his production and provide some much-needed context. Throughout the entire season, White came off the bench, and playing for Jim Boylen resulted in his role being wildly inconsistent. My belief is that when you have young talent with some potential, you need to give them the opportunity
gotta be fucking kidding. Oh, this nigga whited two fucking four white threes with a plate glass. This nigga whited two fucking four white threes with a fucking plate glass.
Walmart has unveiled a new store-to-store money transfer service launching later this month, aimed at helping its customers send cash to loved ones and directly
be in for a much bigger part of the team's plans. I fully expect him to be the starter from day one. More of the offense will be centered around his ability to create and score the ball, and as is almost always the case, White will be more consistent and more efficient as a scorer now that he has a season under his belt. Plus, one of the biggest reasons players take such big leaps from year one to year two is because they learn how to properly train in the offseason for the NBA. And because of the COVID break, White has had even more time than normal to put in work and improve his game, and in an interview, he emphasized how much work he's been putting in. In this interview, he said, "I've been working a lot this summer on many different things, but I keyed in on finishing around the rim, shooting off the dribble, and playmaking." That's great news for any Bulls fan because while the shooting off the dribble is something that he has almost always naturally
Man, that's fucked up, dog. Why you kick me off the
were
spot?
definitely areas he needed improvement in. White ranks near the bottom of the league at finishing at the rim this year.
Kick that man off the spot for no fucking reason, man.
From that range, which is concerning, but not alarming, if that makes sense. Improvement is very possible because of how good his touch is in that area, and he should gradually improve as he gets used to the physicality aspect. As for the playmaking, his assists were relatively low for a point guard, admittedly, but I'm far less worried
You
about
watching
his
YouTube, bitch?
developing because, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, in college,
You must just like hearing yourself talk, bitch.
I'm just saying, why the fuck you kicking me off the spot,
Grown ass
though?
man, grown ass
That's some
man.
bullshit.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
What?
I genuinely think White has
I don't give a fuck.
I don't like how you keep me off the spot, though. That's some
I'll kick you off the
bullshit,
spot. I'll kick you off the spot. I'll kick you off the spot.
though. Just because you motherfucking letting me kick me off the spot?
Yes.
Jump in his numbers. He's a talented young player that I could see having a similar trajectory to Jamal Murray, who we all just watched put on
I'm gonna dunk on that
Yes.
big goofy ass, too.
Yes. If you was on the spot, I'd kick your goofy ass up the spot too.
So when he
I bet you will.
remember this video and know
Most definitely.
he was ahead of the curve.
I know. That's what you got the power to do.
That's all I have for you today.
Okay then.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment
See?
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
That shit ain't gonna save you, whole ass nigga.
Tuh.
You gotta come see me, though. Don't hold the fucking nuts, nigga. That shit ain't gonna work. Fuck, nigga, play defense, nigga. You probably bought that shit.
I bought
Bitch ass
it.
nigga, you bought that shit.
I bought it. Check my YouTube. I got 1.1K.
Bought that shit.
I bought
You
it.
ain't- How much paid for it?
I paid for
How much you paid for that
1.1K.
shit,
I
nigga?
paid for 1.1K YouTube subscribers. Look, this nigga do the
You
same
suck,
hop step.
nigga.
Do the same hop step every time.
Fuck, stop it, nigga. When you
Your
stop
mama
it, nigga,
suck,
I'm gonna
bitch.
do
Your
something
mama
else.
suck. Your mama suck,
Stop holding
bitch.
nuts, pussy, nigga.
Your mama suck, bitch.
I know.
Your mama suck, bitch. Imagine missing a wide open layup.
That's cool, though.
I know it's cool, bitch. Hold that, bitch.
It's okay. You gotta win, though.
What's up, Apples?
You gonna back a nigga down. Do that whole shit.
Most definitely. Nigga pulling the chair.
Yeah, of course, nigga.
Hop step. Give me that, dumbass.
That's cool. Just hold my shit, too. Home baseline, nigga. Go
Look at this nigga
baseline, nigga.
spamming. Look at nigga spamming.
You're a baseline ass nigga.
You a hop stepping bitch.
That's what I'm gonna do, nigga.
Get up, nigga.
Get up.
Any day now.
On the what?
I said any day now.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Let me do the same
Better
thing you
foul,
doing.
nigga.
Let me do the same thing you doing.
Third foul, nigga.
Bitch.
And then you that shit?
Yeah, stay right
Yeah,
there.
that whole shit.
And one.
That's cool, that's cool.
Look at this nigga spamming it, bruh.
Hell yeah, I'm spamming that bitch.
This nigga
Hey, make
spamming
that
it.
shit.
Nigga spamming it. That's crazy.
I know you got away with that bullshit.
Niggas real life spamming
Oh,
it.
wow.
I got something for you.
Oh, that's what you gonna do? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you better not get close to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better not get motherfucking close to me. So yeah. You better not get close to me.
Man,
They got them backing down shit. Yeah, this ass nigga, yeah. Fuck,
I
nigga.
got a dog dog.
Yeah,
And it
definitely
was gonna
fuck
take
that.
over. And it was gonna take over.
Come down, bitch ass nigga.
I'm
Too
sorry,
hard,
nigga. You're not doing that, but hop step donkey.
I know I ain't. You the legend. You supposed to teach me something.
Look at this.
What?
Yep. Win the next game.
Yeah.
Win the next game. Got something.
No, you gonna kick a nigga off, whole ass nigga.
Yep.
That's what you do.
Yep.
Fuck,
Most
nigga.
definitely. Win the next game. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you off.
Hit that
Yeah.
sideline, pussy ass nigga.
You gonna hit the sideline too. You gonna hit off the fucking first ball spot. You gonna wait on that guy next. You gonna wait off the dates. Yeah. You gonna care. You don't have to care. You gonna. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen. I'm finna bitch you off the spot.
I just wanna beat your ass.
I'm finna bitch you off the spot. Yeah. You beat me. Yeah, I'm finna bitch you off the spot. Yeah, but I'm finna bitch you out the spot too. So it don't matter.
Don't nigga wild.
And I'm finna streak up. Yeah. I'm finna bitch you out the spot and I'm finna
That shit
streak
was
up.
hurt me. Cool.
Yeah, most definitely. GG's, bro. GG's, I suck. Yeah, you finna get your ass out the spot though. It's all good though, bro. But you better get out the spot. You better get out the spot.
You a whole legend for
It's
real.
all good. It's all good.
Nigga.
It's all good. You better get off that spot. You better get off that spot. That's crazy. They got VIP the next game, bruh. That's tough. Bum ass nigga got VIP the next game. Damn, I cannot win a game today, bruh. They got VIP the next fucking game, imagine. Damn, boy. I'm not driving dunking that fucking 99 fucking. Well, not driving don't make a difference, boy.
In this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps to steal your competitor's best and most profitable keywords in under 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Before you get started, make sure to click the notification bell and make sure to subscribe so that you can get more videos like this in the future. Okay, so in SEO, missed keywords with your competitors, so keywords that you don't have that they rank for. Weak keywords, keywords that you don't rank very well for, that they rank well for, and then strong keywords. You're going to want to run your analysis there. Obviously, if they're completely missed or missing, then
it could be that we are seeing, as you pointed out, the end of LeBron James as the best player in the world.
Whenever you add a big, especially in today's NBA, and that is still what Anthony Davis is as a big, you have to learn to play with him. I just don't feel the same way about Kawhi and the Clippers.
He asked 20 executives around the league about the biggest questions facing the NBA. And there's a ton to dig into, but most notably, none of them picked the Lakers to win the title. Not one.
LeBron's not going to win the championship. The only question for LeBron is when he doesn't win it, how much does he blow up this organization and get a real star player alongside he and Anthony Davis?
This is a blow to the Lakers, and I think that they will not, NOT, have a shot at a championship without me.
not have a shot at the title?
Yes.
Because a role player got hurt. Okay,
Absolutely.
Greg Jennings, you're up.
Are you convinced LeBron will win his 4th ring this season? Hell no. And if last night was any indication of this championship mindset, this is not going to be a championship year for the Lakers. Look, I know it was a scrimmage, but they don't have enough.
You have named the top 5 players in the NBA going into next season, and LeBron James is not on the list?
We don't have a 6th-person list.
LeBron is old. He's not nearly as interested in his basketball as he used to be. He's making movies and TV shows and worried about Nike's relationship with China. Bonsexuals. Last night showed you. Your lover isn't into you. The Lakers will make the playoffs, but they're no threat to win the West. They're no threat to the Clippers.
What's up, Kwanzaa?
Just under. As his teammate Danny.
The Los Angeles Lakers are the NBA's 2019-20 champions.
Last week, the Los Angeles Lakers won their 17th championship in franchise history, which was not only a monumental milestone for the organization, but also this championship was very important for several players on the roster. Since then, I've thought of several different video ideas, but unfortunately none of them really capture the essence of this year for this organization and these players until I took the time out and re-listened to LeBron's speech when he was receiving his championship and Finals MVP.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect too.
Respect. A word that holds weight to anyone who has dedicated a portion of their life to perfecting themselves at a craft that has the potential to make them iconic, famous, and even immortal in many cases. And looking back at some of the years leading up into this championship run, I have to agree with LeBron. The respect that has been placed on the Lakers as an organization, some of the role players on this team, Anthony Davis, and of course the man himself, LeBron, has been very little. And for many people, this lack of respect was justifiable. When you look back at the decisions that have been made with not only these players, but also the franchise over the past several years, it did leave them open to be heavily criticized. However, here we are now, and I do believe it's very interesting how often the goalpost is being moved for everyone involved with this championship team, which is extremely dangerous because sports is one of the very few entities where an individual can dedicate their time, their passion, and their energy into a craft, and yet their legacy can still be put into question and possibly wrongfully depicted by someone on TV who possibly has no idea what it truly takes to get to that level of excellence. And going back and giving a proper depiction of how we got here for the Lakers is honestly the best way to give the proper respects for this team. So first, let's talk about the front office, because for whatever reason, there are some people out there who don't want to give the proper credit to this organization for piecing together a championship caliber roster. So much so that I've heard some people claim that the Lakers have quote-unquote cheated or rigged the system.
All right, on to the video. And Laker fans, you will be upset at what I'm about to say, but you need to accept it. Here's how they cheated the league: by being the Lakers.
Which is odd to me because these are the same people who didn't even pick the Lakers to win the championship this year.
I think beyond LeBron and AD, the Lakers are average. Their depth will get crushed by the Clippers. I think Kawhi's team makes easy work of the Lakers. It's Clippers in 5.
Now, let me be clear. I am completely aware of the advantages that come with playing in a market such as LA. The Lakers have an advantage of not only location, but also have an advantage on the financial end, since they have the ability to spend a lot of money to piece together a championship caliber team. However, it's just not that simple. If it was that simple, then there would be plenty of players lining up to play for the Knicks. However, as we clearly know, not only have the Knicks swung and missed out on many free agents over the past 2 decades, but the organization is so dysfunctional.
For people living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy. Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV.
That Kristaps Porzingis demanded a trade in the middle of his rookie contract. Also, you can look at the Chicago Bulls. If it was as simple as being in a large market, then the Bulls would have a little bit more than just 1 or 2 seasons in the Michael Jordan era. Or you can even look at the Sixers, who still decided to tank despite the fact that they're in Philadelphia so they can acquire some franchise players. And even the Lakers are a great example. For the better part of the last 10 years, the Lakers have not only swung and missed out on several free agents, but also some key players on the roster have decided to depart and leave the organization for other teams, such as Pau Gasol and Dwight Howard. And speaking of what happened over the past 7 to 8 years, I do believe there is a lot of misunderstanding of who exactly has been running the Lakers. Right now, it is Jeanie Buss on the ownership side and Rob Pelinka as the general manager who are calling the shots. And those two individuals have been in control for the last 2 to 3 years. So when people make arguments about what happened with Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol, Timothy Mozgov, and missing out on certain free agents such as Marcus Aldridge and Carmelo Anthony, it needs to be understood that that had nothing to do with Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka. And even though, yes, there were some rough patches in the first year or two with Rob Pelinka and Jeanie Buss, where we are right now is a massive improvement from where the Lakers have been for the better part of the last 8 years. Furthermore, just having LeBron on the team obviously just isn't enough, which is why Rob Pelinka had to pull the trigger on Anthony Davis in that trade. And even though, yes, some people would say that's a no-brainer, there were still people, for whatever reason, still criticizing that transaction and claiming that the Lakers gave up too much.
So if we're just doing who won the trade, first take stop. I think the Pelicans won the trade about as convincingly as I've ever seen a team win a superstar trade. The haul that they got back resembles nothing in the history of the league.
Which is interesting because I vividly remember how critical people were on Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, especially Lonzo.
But unfortunately, everybody who's being offered right now, there's not a single guy who's a chance to be an all-star. You posted on Twitter today, Tatum versus Ingram. I don't think that's a contest. I think Tatum's ceiling, even the way he's playing now, he's just better than Ingram. I'm not even really positive what Ingram is.
You have to make sure that the one piece that you're getting back amidst all the names is really important. And if the one name, if the best is Brandon Ingram or Kuzma, if you're the Pelicans, forget all the challenges of what's going on with that franchise. If you're sitting there going, why am I supposed to do this now? Like, I don't think the number one piece at the top of this pile of assets is that attractive.
And then finally, hiring Frank Vogel as a head coach, even with Jason Kidd as an assistant, seemed to be a great decision for this team, especially since Vogel is a defensive-oriented coach, and this is a team that potentially was going to have some problems on that side of the ball. So even with the advantages of being in LA, the Lakers still had various other decisions to make sure this team was not only going to be competent, but also could compete for a championship. Now, if you disagree with me, I completely understand, but all I ask is for consistency. Because if you're not going to give the Lakers their proper credit, then why exactly are we praising the Clippers? The Clippers are another example that proves that just because you are in a great location, that does not mean that you're going to be able to acquire free agents and piece together competent rosters. The Clippers struggled significantly for practically all of its existence, largely because of who was owning the team. Also, for several years leading up into this season, the Clippers have proven just because you have two top-tier players on your roster, that does not mean you will reach expectations, since with both Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, the Clippers were unable to even make the conference finals. And even when it comes to coaching, it took 7 years, only 3 playoff series wins, and 2 3-1 leads that were blown before people were finally critical of Doc Rivers and the Clippers fired him. But even if we're just referring to the players on the roster, this year the Clippers acquired Kawhi in free agency, similar to LeBron James. They also went after a co-star in Paul George and traded a lot of assets in the process, similar to what the Lakers did with Anthony Davis. And actually, if you go back and you look at what the Clippers also gave up to receive Markieff Morris in the middle of the season, easily argue that the Clippers gave up just as much, if not more, to receive Paul George and Markieff Morris than the Lakers gave up for Anthony Davis, yet no one complained about it at all. So the Clippers are in LA, use that location for their advantage, gave up a lot of assets for a co-star, yet for whatever reason, we praised this general manager so much so that Lawrence Frank wanted just to rob people that was playing Rob Pelinka and giving him top 5 in the league. To me, that just doesn't make any sense.
Prime because he's filthy good. LeBron's not in his prime. LeBron's in his 17th year.
This is why I'm not sure LeBron is into the business of winning anything. LeBron James really wanted to be in LA, period, no matter what.
And then we have LeBron to LA. It has been very interesting to see how many people talk about him in the NBA community. And even though some of the criticism has been valid, quite honestly, most of it has not only been comical, but also contradicts itself. For example, The same people who were making claims that LeBron came to Los Angeles simply because he wanted to participate in Hollywood, movies, and endorsements, and he no longer cared about winning basketball games.
LeBron James, Los Angeles, is out of the championship business. LeBron James came here for Hollywood.
Were the same ones who claimed that just 6 months later, LeBron was so concerned about winning that he was willing to ruin team chemistry, trade away half of the roster to bring in Anthony Davis.
He derailed the team with the ADs that he needed to have AD and have his agent Rich Paul put this out publicly